Hey, what's up?
Hey, how's it going?
Good, how about you?
I could be better. I've been living under a rock for the past week and I don't really know what's going on.
All right, we can fix that. Come on.
Thanks.
This morning on Wake Up Wareham, it has certainly been an eventful summer. What has been happening, you ask? What is coming up? And how have the gatemen been doing? Join us this morning to find out everything that happens before the bridges. Hello everyone and welcome to Wake Up Wareham. Thanks for being with us today on our new show. I'm your host Christian Fernandes, and remember to join us each Monday morning at 10 a.m. on our public channels, Channel 9 for Comcast and Channel 30 for Verizon. Thank you for taking your time for watching us this morning, and let's get right into the news for this week. To start off the week, we have some exciting new segments to bring to the table. Our very own Joey Farrow will be bringing us a new weekly segment called Cereal Box Cooking. Have you ever wondered what those recipes are on the side of your cereal box? How would they taste? Let's watch a clip of that video right now.
Hello everyone and welcome to Cereal Box Cooking, the show where we take easy to find treats and turn them into delicious snacks. My name is Joey Farrow, and I am joined with
Isabella Russo.
And today we are making a classic. Rice Krispie treats. To begin, we are going to open our Rice Krispies. You want to do that, Isabella?
Sure thing.
And we've already got our marshmallows open. And we just come over here, grab some of our items here. So we've got a simple cooking pan, and this is a cup measurer. We're gonna need that for the Rice Krispies. So we're gonna start by putting some heat onto these marshmallows because we're gonna need them to be nice liquid. So we need about 5.5 cups of marshmallows. You can probably fit like 2 or 3 marshmallows in here. So I think 15 is gonna be fine. Maybe even a little less. The original recipe calls for the small marshmallows. We opted for the bigger ones. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start our counter here. Underneath, you can tell that it's heated. Don't touch. And what we're gonna do is just sit there. We're gonna put our marshmallows down, and while we're waiting, we can start pouring some of our Rice Krispies. So we're gonna need about 6 cups of these. As you can see, we're getting a nice gooey texture. We've got the stove on 6 out of, it just says high at the end, but it goes to 9. And
we have it on medium heat.
Yeah, it's on medium heat, thank you. And if you want to show the camera what we're working with, we're gonna get 5 whole cups of those, and then the fun part. So we will be right back with you to get the fun part.
All right, now it's time to place it in with the Rice Krispies.
And again, we are working with a hot surface here, so if you're a young viewer, you want to work with an adult, luckily we are trained chefs, so we are all set. And first we're just going to knead this with our spatula, and you can already see as we're moving it here, it is sticking to what we need it to stick to, which is great. Allow me to help.
Don't do it! It's really hard, bro!
Oh! Oh! Oh my!
Don't touch it!
That is a feeling.
You're gonna burn your hands!
It's not hot, it's just...
I don't like this!
Are you in sensory mode right now?
Just take it!
Alright, well, Chef Isabella is going to take a second to cool down.
Chef Joey will now be washing his hands while I prepare the tray. To prepare the tray, you will need wax paper.
Crispy is left. And what we want to do right now, Isabella, you can help me. We're just going to flatten this out. And you just want to make sure that it's nice, and evenly packed.
Chef Joey, I can take over now.
Please, Isabella. I'd love to.
Normally, you would use a metal spatula or an icing spreader. You would also use a square or rectangle tray, not one that's circle. All right, you can make it any shape you want, but for us, this is gonna cut it.
What shape is that, Chef Isabella?
It is half of a circle.
And, ladies and gentlemen,
It is done.
we are done with our first shot.
Thank
We're
you.
gonna cut this up, and we will be right back. All right, we are back. We had the opportunity to clean ourselves up a bit, and Isabella and I are both gonna do the honors. So I'm thinking we can do three rows. And we're back. The 10-minute cooler is done, and we are ready to cut. So, as we were saying before, much easier to cut. We're going for 15 squares right here. To evenly share with our coworkers.
All right, come on, guys.
Thank you for joining us today on Cereal Box Cooking with Joey and Isabella. We will see you next week.
If you would like to see the full version, look for it soon on the public channels, or you can now catch it on YouTube and Facebook channels. At Onset Beach, families found both kites and sand sculpting equipment on Saturday in a reimagined Family Beach Day that combined two previous events, Kite Festival and Sandcastle Day. "We had a good time," Rodney the Sandman Johnson said, as he prepared piles of sand for his sculpture. He spent hours recreating the shark from Jaws, with the shark's head erupting out of the sand of the beach, with its sandy maw agape. The day was put on by Onset Bay Association. Volunteers helped sell kites, point families towards nearby Story Walk, and hand out sandcastle making equipment. One North End resident, Ned Shaman, was the first kid to design his own kite at the event, armed with plenty of markers and a blank kite. He got to work filling in shapes of purple, yellow, and green across his soon-to-be airborne creation. His dad, also named Ned, said they heard about Family Beach Day in Boston Globe article and decided to make the trip down to enjoy the day. Some beachgoers came from even further away to play in the sun and the sand. The Murphy family drove 3 hours from their home in Albany, New York. They have a fun day in Onset on Saturday. And Father John Murphy said 4-year-old Isla Murphy designed her own kite too, covering it with her name and drawings of rainbows. Giggling with glee, she took her kite to the sky with the help from her parents. Along the sidewalk near the Onset Bay Center, families strolled by a temporary story walk. Posts anchored in the stand adorned with pages from a picture book about shells, which inspired some to go looking for beach treasures. Linda Milne took her family along Story Walk, reading aloud while pointing to each line for her grandson, 2-year-old Oliver Jerome. After learning about all different kinds of shells on the beach, Milne said they would grab some buckets to find shells of their own along sandy shore. Let's watch a video from our own production team. Another Wareham event you can join, Elise Leduc Fleming, who is the Executive Director for the Wareham Land Trust, as they hold their event for walks this summer. Bring family and friends with you to enjoy the experience of the walks, as well as learning about the ecology and past history of conservation areas. Participants are encouraged to come wearing sturdy shoes made for walking and should also bring bug spray, possibly binoculars, and water. On Wednesday, August 10th, the walk will take place at the Faring Hill Conservation Area, 29 Paper Mill Road, from 5:30 to 7 p.m. And on Monday, August 29, at Tweedy and Barnes, located on Blackmore Pond Road, from 10 a.m. to noon. These are free, but be aware that registration is required online at www.warehamlandtrust.com. 5 people have been hospitalized after a single car crash in Onset. Officials responded to the crash on Onset Avenue around 5 a.m., determining that the car struck a tree before tumbling down a 30-foot embankment to the beach below. Injuries range from minor to severe. 4 victims were split between 3 hospitals, 2 to Toby Hospital, 1 to St. Luke's Hospital Trauma Center, and 1 transported by Medflight to Rhode Island Hospital. No additional information is currently known about the individuals' identities or their conditions. Are you looking for volunteer experience this summer? Are you tired of sitting the heat out with nothing to do? Well, we have a remedy for you. One great example of what you can do is drive people around. The Council on Aging is always looking for people to get them to meetings and other events. Or you can work on the beach cleanup and ticket sales. Or you can work with the Wareham Gatemen. Or work outdoors with the Wareham Land Trust. In order to find some of these volunteer opportunities, go to onsetbay.org/volunteer. Saturday, July 16th, the Wareham Special Olympics played against Brookline at the Wareham High School softball field. The Wareham Wild Vikings won against the Brookline Terriers with a final score of 13-0, and the Wareham Vipers won against the Brookline Bulldogs with a final score of 21-1. Both teams had a blast playing against each other, sharing smiles and laughs with each other. Brookline Terriers' Stefano opened up the first game by singing the national anthem by giving them life to the game before it started. Both Wareham teams were very happy to have walk-in music when coming up to bat, along with a scoreboard provided by the WCTV production team. They even look forward to more other home games this season. Wareham Wild Vikings will have another home game against the high school softball field this Wednesday the 27th at 5:30 against Road to Responsibility. Come watch to support their team. I want to take a second and say, if you have an idea for this segment or for this show, or if you have your own idea for a show for WCTV, come down to the station at 505 Main Street, Wareham, Mass. 02571. And come get an application to request your show, or you can use these emails below. You have an idea for a segment? We would love to work with you. We have memberships for an affordable price, and you can have access to all the equipment that we do, and you can also receive professional advice on how to produce and edit your shows. We'll work with you, and we want you to succeed. So if you have ever had an idea for a show and you want to make it a reality, contact me, Christian Fernandes, at warehamtv.org. Like our slogan says, don't just watch TV, make it. Next up, we have our very own Sam Doucette with this week's weather report. Sam, tell us, how is this week looking? Please tell me it's looking better than it was last week.
Good morning, Wareham. I'm Sam Doucette here with your weekly weather report. Last week was very hot with temperatures in the low 90s and high 80s. This week we are going to be looking at high 80s once again with a chance of rain at the start of the week. Monday there's a chance of thunderstorms with a high of 88. Tuesday there's a chance of rain in the morning as the storm moves away, and there will be a high of 84 degrees. On Wednesday we are looking at mostly clear skies and a high of 86. Thursday and Friday we're going to have some nice days before another storm rolls around. in for the weekend, and Thursday and Friday are going to be mid to high 80s with sunny skies. As the next storm does roll in for Saturday, the day of the Cape Cod Baseball League All-Stars game, which is being held here at Spillane Field, it will be 85 with a chance of thunderstorms at night. Sunday has a high of 84 and a chance of thunderstorms throughout the day and night. Remember to stay informed on temperatures and possible rainstorms. Stay hydrated and cool as conditions might change as the week progresses. Have a great morning and week, Wareham.
Well, sounds good. Wareham Public Schools will be providing free breakfasts and lunches to kids and teens up to 18 years old this summer. Meals will be served Monday through Thursday through August 18th. Each breakfast will include a milk, fruit, and grain item, while lunches include milk, a sandwich, 2 fruits or veggies, and sometimes a bonus treat. Parents can pick up the meals for their children without them being present. No student ID is needed, and meals are available for all kids 18 years old and younger. For more information, lunches, and where to pick them up, visit the following address. During last week's show, we had a bit of a flop, and we missed out on the interview from Summer of Love. So here is the Mike and Betsy show. We also have this week's interview with Bonsario Acoustic. Please enjoy.
All right. Hi, everyone. I'm Joey with WCTV, and I am here with Mike and Betsy from
The Mike and Betsy Show.
The Mike and Betsy Show. Wonderful job tonight, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, you said you did 40 songs?
Well, yeah, usually that's about what we do. I would say it was probably about 40.
It was close.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, you had a great range, too. There was some Ed Sheeran, there was some Hotel California. You had it from all over the place.
Yep.
How do you guys go about picking your songs? Is it just what's on the brain, your favorite ones?
I think a lot of it is the stuff you grow up with,
Oh,
right?
of course.
So, and then we're like, typically I'm like at Job Lot or the grocery store and I'm like, ooh, that's a really good song. And then I come home and I go, honey, that's a really good song. And then he listens to it and he goes, that's a terrible song. And then we listen to it again and he's like, wait a minute, maybe that's actually a really good song. And then he learns it and he teaches it to me and then we try it out with the duo. And if it works, we have a band as well. So if it works with a duo, sometimes we can bring it to the band. But
Oh, nice.
yeah, it's kind of like, it's kind of old school, but even new old school stuff. So we did our Dua Lipa song, and it's like, we love that song. So,
How big is your band?
so the band, we have 4 people. So Mike and I, and then a drummer and a bass player.
Oh, nice. Are they local, too?
Situate and Plymouth.
Plymouth,
not too
yep,
far.
and we're from Marshfield.
Yeah, so maybe next year you could get them.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. I saw like one thing I liked is you took a lot of like pop songs and you kind of like slowed them down. This crowd likes that, so it's really nice. How long have you guys been doing this? Like music in general?
2,000 years.
It shows.
Yeah, well, we've been playing together since 2000, but we've been doing it. I mean, we're almost old people, so like 30, some 35
she was
years.
in dance before we met.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
in
yeah.
dance before.
I mean, in high school, I had a band in high school. Did you have a band in high school?
I did not.
Did they have high school when you had high school? Wait, I've got a bug in my hair. Oh my
know
God, it's
they're-
crazy.
I know
Okay,
they're
sorry.
crazy
Sorry.
We can edit it out. It's fine.
That one was like attached to me. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you did a great job.
Thank
you
you.
so much for coming to Summer of Love. We always appreciate it.
Awesome.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, if you want to plug anything, if you have a website, new album coming out, your band.
We got none of that. Yeah, we play around locally. We love it. It's one of those things that it's in us. It's part of who we are, and
Yeah.
I can't imagine ever not doing it. So yeah, find us
The
and
band name is The Castaways.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
yeah.
Heavy on the yacht rock type music. So.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice,
exactly.
great name. Yeah, so
Exactly.
thank you so much for this interview. Thanks for coming to week number 2 of Summer of Love, and we will see you next week.
Absolutely. Thanks,
Thanks.
guys. Bye.
Hi, I'm Emma Arcaro here with WCTV, and I'm here with this week's Summer of Love performance people, Bonsarno.
Sarno.
Bonsarno, sorry, Bonsarno. Introduce yourselves, please.
My name is Paul Sarno, otherwise known as Bon Sarno. I sing and play some guitar.
Jamie English, also known as Fires, bass, and vocals.
Kurt Remlinger, drums and percussion.
I know you talked earlier today that you've been playing with Kurt, I believe, since you were youngin', since like 10. How long have you guys been playing as a group together in Bonsarno?
Kurt and I, with Bon Sarno, Kurt's been playing with us for about a year now. But we have, weaved in and out of bands all through the years, and like I said, we've known each each other since we were little kids. I think we started before we even had instruments. we were like, you know, Kurt says, I'll play drums, and I said, I'll play guitar, I'll sing. So we predate even the instruments.
That's awesome.
Or knowing them well, you know. Let's get together and jam, and couldn't really get through a song.
Absolutely. I know you've done some stuff for Cat before. Is this your first Summer of Love concert?
Yes.
How do you guys go about picking each song that you do?
Well, we play in the bars on the weekends here and there, and some of our stuff isn't always family appropriate. So, being that today is a beautiful outdoor show with, you know, families and kids running around, we tried to make sure that everything was family-friendly lyrics,
Yes.
and most of the songs were upbeat for people if they wanted to get up and move and dance around.
That's one of my favorite parts about doing the Summer of Love is like trying to get pictures or seeing all the people dance at the end of the crowd towards the end of the concert. It's one of the best feelings ever.
One of the best things in the world, and I probably wouldn't have said this 20 years ago, but watching all the little kids just running around, and when you have a kid's attention and a kid's dancing to the music, you know you're doing something right.
Oh, absolutely.
Adults will lie. And they'll say, oh, you sounded good. Kids don't lie.
No, they are brutally honest. Yeah, any self-plugs that you guys want to put in? This will be on our show.
Just check out Bon Sarno Acoustic on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. I believe it's just Bon Sarno Acoustic. And anything else you guys want to add to the mix?
No, good. Just find us on there. We're going to play together a lot.
Do you guys have plans to play anywhere else anytime soon?
Absolutely. We got a bunch of stuff coming up. We are playing at Shoveltown Brewery this Saturday night. No, I believe that is in
Easton, right?
Easton.
I go to school right near there.
Oh, okay. Excellent. We do a lot of shows in Abington at the 10th District Brewery. The band are in Rockland quite often, and all around, anywhere that'll have us.
Are you on site like Cape locals, or do you live more inward Mass?
I am from Berkeley, Mass, which is over by, you know, Taunton and Weymouth.
Pembroke.
Nice, so all over.
But why not come all the way out here for
Why
this?
not? Absolutely.
But Paul and I are originally from Rockland, so we know, we know the Cape, we know south of Boston and South Shore areas. Been kind of our realm for
a lot of people
long
like
time.
to say that we're not the Cape, but we are. Just putting that out there.
It's the Cape to me.
It's the Cape to me,
I consider
exactly.
it. Oh, I 100% consider it.
Absolutely.
And it's such a great view.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Great night, great
That
people,
ocean almost drew
great
me in a
view.
few times.
Thank you, Kat, once again. I can't say it enough.
Kat.
Thank you for putting the call out to me to come and do this, and I can't say thank you enough. I hope you come back next year.
Sure.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for taking
you so
2
much.
minutes out of your time to come and
Thank
interview
you
us.
so much.
Much appreciated.
The Wareham Gatemen will launch the Cape Cod Classic at Polar Park in Worcester at 5:45 p.m. The Gatemen will be playing Bourne Braves. The first pitch is set for 6:45 p.m. The event is being held in Worcester's baseball stadium at 100 Madison Street by the Worcester Red Sox. $10 general admission tickets provide spectators first come, first served access to any seat in the seating bowl. The stadium's ticket office, as well as polarpark.com, Cape Cod Baseball League, CCBL, offer tickets. 2 weeks ago on Friday, July 15th, before the team's game against the Hyannis Harbor Hawks, the Gatemen held a Woo Sox night at Spillane Field in advance of the Classic. And they also had a Red Shirt Friday to support their troops and veterans. The ceremonial first pitch was thrown by a member of the Woo Sox front office, and the Woo Sox mascots, Smiley Ball and Woofster the Wonder Dog, welcomed spectators. In a press statement, Gateman Senior Vice President Glenn Hannington commented, "This is a terrific opportunity for local Worcester people who won't have the chance to make it out to the Cape this summer to see the top collegiate baseball talent in the country." Well, it has indeed been an eventful past week, and we thank you for joining us this morning as we wake up with Wareham. Make sure to stay tuned every Monday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on all your public channels. Remember, Channel 9 for Comcast and Channel 30 for Verizon. Thank you for watching.